A young boy shook a homeless man awake and pointed toward a giant screen behind them, signaling for help, catching a group of robbers. Though Raj pretended not to care, his body reacted faster than his attitude. He flirted with a woman passing by, grabbed a bottle of vintage 82 wine, and then shot straight into the sky toward the crime scene. On the way, his love for alcohol got the better of him. He crashed through a billboard, sending debris onto a police car and triggering a chain reaction accident on the highway. Raj didn't give it a second thought. He simply located the robber's car, ripped open the roof, and plopped down in the back seat. The thieves panicked, staring at him in shock, waiting for his next move. He didn't waste words, just told them to surrender before things got ugly. They refused, emptied their magazines on him, shattered his sunglasses, and even destroyed the wine bottle. That pushed him over the edge. Raj stuck his legs out of the speeding car like improvised brakes, forcing the vehicle to a screeching halt. Still unsatisfied, he lifted the entire car into the air and slammed it onto a nearby rooftop. The stunt went viral instantly. Damages hit nearly $9 million. People admired him and resented him at the same time, but no one dared complain to his face. One day, a young woman, essentially his superfan, showed up and insisted on offering herself to him. Jerry saw no reason to refuse and took her home. But his superhuman physique proved a bit too much. He accidentally punched a hole straight through the ceiling. Horrified, she used a bathroom break to call a cab and escaped, leaving Jerry standing there clueless. The next day, while wandering the streets, Jerry saw a man stuck on train tracks. With no time to think, he flipped a car aside and took the impact of an incoming train with his own body. Though he saved the man, the collision dumped an entire train car's cargo across the tracks. Bystanders criticized him, saying that if he had just tossed the car into the air, he could have saved the man and avoided all that damage. Jerry was speechless. The man he saved stepped in to defend him and thanked him sincerely. For someone who'd been constantly mocked online, Jerry was stunned by the genuine gratitude. Wanting to help further, he carried both the man and his damaged car home. Grateful, the man invited him in for dinner. Jerry accepted, but noticed the man's wife eyeing him with unease. After dinner, when Jerry prepared to leave, the man stopped him. He explained that he worked as an image consultant and felt bad seeing Jerry help so many people but earn no respect. He promised he could change that, and handed Jerry a business card. The next day, Jerry couldn't stop thinking about it. He cleaned himself up and went to the man's house. Just then, the couple's son got into an argument with a bully outside. Jerry wanted to ignore it, but remembered the boy's kindness from the day before. During a brief distraction, the bully tried to strike the kid, but Raj calmly caught the blow mid-air. After that, the bully never bothered him again. From then on, the consultant invited Jerry over often, explaining that a lot of negative rumors online had hurt his public image. One clip showed Jerry putting out a fire, but ending up shirtless in front of children. Another showed him trying to save a stranded goldfish, only for the fish to land on a sailboat and capsize it. At that moment, the TV broadcast breaking news: Jerry had caused enormous financial losses, and a warrant had been issued for his arrest. The consultant, surprisingly excited, suggested they turn this into an opportunity. Jerry could turn himself in. Within 2 weeks, he said, crime would spike, the police would be overwhelmed, and they'd be forced to release Jerry, and the public would finally appreciate him. It sounded reasonable. So Jerry surrendered in front of a huge crowd and was taken into custody. Even with his superhuman strength, prison wasn't easy. Most of the inmates were people he'd put there himself. On his first day, they cornered him. He tried reasoning with them, but no one budged. Left with no choice, Jerry grabbed 2 of them and literally smashed them together to prove his point. Several times he considered breaking out, but the consultant's plan and the wife's occasional visits kept him steady through the frustration. A few days later, as expected, the police chief called. They needed him. An armed group had stormed a bank and taken hostages. Their weapons were too strong for the officers on scene, and a female officer was trapped inside. When Jerry arrived, he calmly surveyed the situation, saluted the officers out of respect, and walked straight toward the gun